What's over there? All right, we can close that, I think. All right. Some folks have checked in, so I guess we can get started with tonight's way underprepared live chat. Totally not ready for it, in case you're wondering. Just got back from a 2-week trip to Texas, and truck's about half unpacked at this point. The laptop is in because it's right there, but really wasn't. I had to get the camera set up, and I'm using the laptop microphone instead of my microphone because I was running solo on time. When I plugged it in, I realized the battery in it's dead, and I didn't have time to go to my office and get some more batteries. So here we are. I have no links prepared, so maybe since my favorite moderator is in the chat, maybe she can hook us up and go find things as I need them. If not, no pressure whatsoever. But I did bring an energy drink all the way from Arkansas so that she could try it. So maybe she will do that, maybe not. See, she's on top of it. That's why she's my favorite moderator. Hello, Colt. Good to see you, sir. Crystal, thanks for the welcome home. Uncle Guns, hello. Who did I miss down here? TJ, hello, sir. And why, strangely enough, my other window with the chat is not showing the chat. Huh. I'm getting the chat down in my regular window, but I have a separate monitor just for the chat, and it's not showing anything. I don't know why. So let's just close it. And we'll see what we can do so I can more easily read your comments. So bear with me here while I am woefully underprepared and trying to get everything sorted out for you all. I would like to point out that today's live chat is brought to you by YMI Tactical, makers of the MERP radio bag pouch. They do a little thicker, and this AR2 laminate, and it'll swallow up a Yaesu. It'll take a Baofeng. If you got one of them fancy Motorola's, it all goes in the same pouch. So if you have a couple different radio setups, this is a pretty sweet radio pouch. It doesn't open or anything like that. It's got some tabs you can run in a shot cord thing to keep it from bouncing out. Uh-oh. Well, max headroom. Let's see what we can come up with. One of your streams is having connection issues. Stand by while they restore it. Okay. Well, the chat's working, though. That opened up. I don't know about the Scott's watching on the YouTube, so I don't know if it's across Facebook as well. Okay. Maybe I got it all sorted out. Maybe it was probably when I was opening the chat window, because it's a whole different Chrome window that's got to like interface with the Chrome window that's running the thing. I don't know. Will Crutcher, hello, sir. So, good. I'm glad we got it semi-sorted. So anyhow, yes, YMA Tactical, the MERP. So I looked on the website and I didn't see the MERP, MERP. But if you shoot him a message and tell him that you want one, you can also say that I sent him his way. I'm sure you can get it sorted out. But it is the radio pouch of use, or that I use at this point. And this one was waiting for me when I got home. So they are today's sponsors. Tom Hollaby says, hello, sir. Caleb, hola. Man, you missed a great masterclass, Caleb. You'd have dug it. So I guess that Texas trip, we'll do the quick rundown. We have things on the agenda tonight, but I don't have notes, so if I bebop around. So went to Texas, went to Paducah, had a rather small class, but I would like to point out that all of the active duty sheriff and deputies from the Cottle County Sheriff's Department did come to the carbine class, like 100%. Well, not for like reserve officers, but for the active officers. It's pretty spectacular. And then went down to Del Rio for the second master class. This one will probably stay the same theme, and it is now my favorite class to teach. So that's pretty cool. Like, I liked it enough that it's definitely staying. Yeah, Will. I didn't know. I no clue where you were at, but Susie said she had sent you a text, and I was like, oh yeah. But you missed a good one. But the good news is, while I was there, we came up with some things to do there in the future. So I think you guys are aware that in October we are doing a radio ops class at Fort Honey Badger. No, is that October? Yes. And then the weekend after, we will be doing dynamic pistol in Del Rio. So East Texas radio class, West Texas, 3 days of pistol. You can take the 2-day version or all three, or if you've already taken the 2-day version, because a lot of folks there in Del Rio have, you can just jump in and take the day 3. That's on a Monday. But then we're coming back to Texas again. We just sorted all this out in December, first week of December. I think it is the 2nd and 3rd. And we will be back in Paducah doing Fish 1 and Fish 2 in a place that's going to work out fucking awesome. Oh, hello, dear. I have been crazy around here, like Pennsylvania here or your house here. But Paducah will be the area, the shoot house we have is going to be pretty badass. Awesome. Tom, you should come early, take a class, stay late. Or wait, yeah, come early. And I'd say I'd stay late, but it looks like I'm leaving. Like, I'll be going the other direction. But we need to link up, like you and I, at some point here. So this coming weekend, we got a couple day 0 classes. And then I think the following weekend, is that the following one is NRA show in Indianapolis? Is it that close, or is it 2 weekends away? I can't fucking remember. But if anybody out here in the YouTube lands is going to the NRA show, get a hold of me and we'll figure out where we're linking up. I'll be there for the Primary Arms Range Day and Friday and Saturday at the Convention Center, but I will not be there Sunday because we're driving home. Oh, look at that. Crystal's got the stuff on the links on. That's why she's the best. Colt, you will love the fishing, even though you got to run an AR. Sorry, bro. So let's see. Yeah, so we'll link up with Scott at NRA. It is not media only, Scott. It is the morning, like I want to say like 8 to noon is media only, and then noon to 4 is open. So if you go to Primary Arms website, somewhere on there, there's going to be a link for it's free. Well, I think it's free. It's free for media, and I can't say I looked at the price otherwise, but I think it's free. But the website, or the Primary Arms website, does have a link for it. Colt, that's awesome. Max, hello, sir. So then I think when we go to Paducah in December, I just found out today that Mark, the host, is running some type of run and gun competition, like a biathlon kind of thing, but more tactical, like the following weekend. And so maybe I could hang around late and go check that out. I'm not much in the running phase of my life at this point, but maybe. You never know. An open couch in Memphis. Dude, I could have used that yesterday. Admit it, was it yesterday? I drove home yesterday, right? Yeah. So the night before. I did go stay at Tim Morris's house. So it's only like Camden is only like another hour and 15 minutes or so past Memphis, but spots along the route always very welcome. Oh, look, I still got Mike's bulletin.net thing popping up. That was from when he was here. I'll leave it. It's good. Well, Tommy, if you are in Memphis, I will be in September, the last day of September. What's that? The 30th, in Enville, Tennessee, which is about an hour south of Camden, for a shooting and moving workshop, carbine, and day 3 carbine, back to back. So if you're interested. All right, there you go. Scott, $50 for range day tickets. If anybody else is listening that wanted to go to the Primary Arms Range Day the day before the NRA show, it is $50. It was free for media. I think it's free for media. I can't even promise that. I think when I got my media invite, it's because I have a Primary Arms affiliate setup deal. So I don't know if all media is free or just affiliates were free. But I've already filled it with crew, so I can't even get you in for free, Scott. Sorry. Tommy, I think I have it at 300 rounds per day, and it'll probably be less than that. So yeah, 500 rounds will cut. We'll do both days. Tim Larson, hello, sir. Tim, remind me. Don't remind me now. That'd be a poor time to remind me. But remind me to get in touch with you via Signal and maybe figure out going to the Galactic Empire show. All right. So what else? Oh, I know. I was saying in Paducah, the weekend after the Mark's running gun biathlon thing. So I might stay a little late. But also, if there's interest, maybe the weekend prior, doing a night class in Del Rio. Maybe. Though that might be Thanksgiving weekend. So that might not be good. But whatever, we'll figure it out. Because the range at Del Rio that we use this time, which is different than the normal one, was set up pretty well to do night stuff. We didn't go real late into the night because we did spend 8 hours during the end of the hot sun. Like I got a pretty decent sunburn, and then came back for some night stuff. But if we didn't start until like 6 o'clock, we could run till 2 in the morning, maybe do a night thing. Should be pretty good. Max, awesome. Yeah, I went and bought a bunch of them too. Man, they should not be $20 a set. They should be like $8. But I mean, the good news is it's not like I got to outfit a platoon full of rifles, just a small pile of them. But I like them too. So yeah, things are moving and shaking. We got more Texas, more. We still got the Florida. We added the Tennessee went live. So yeah, things are happening, and still trying to find somebody in the Northwest, like Montana, Idaho, South Dakota for like July. My July is free for that purpose. Anyhow, yes, Colt, the new range. So Colt was at the new range, and you know all those brambles and shit that tore my legs apart. They were like at the 50 to 100-yard range. When we go back, that'll all be cleared out like the front half was. And on the right side, they're going to put a side berm so that we have, an L-shaped set of berms. All that wasn't done yet because they were running real quick on time. Yeah, the sunburn, it was a doozy. My face was all right. I got a little wind burnt the weekend before because it was 30 degrees in Paducah with 30-mile-an-hour winds. But the back of my arms, like from the t-shirt to the elbow, like that little tender spot, I got juiced pretty hard by the sun in Del Rio during the day. But yeah, we might do something out there in the night. I don't know. We'll come up with a plan. Maybe 3 weeks, Del Rio, Paducah, and then Mark's running gun. I don't know what he calls it. He didn't send me a link. He just told me about it. Maybe we'll even sponsor it and give away a class, like as a prize. Sounds like a good idea. They tried, Crystal. They tried to attack the Cavs. It was like the forces of evil against the forces of good. Let's see what else that was the update from out there. Gave away some challenge coins. They're a hit. Oh, and we had for the first time ever in a class in the Viceroy, we did the Viceroy. That was one of our warm-ups. I know Mike's not watching, so he doesn't get any credit. Gary, hello, sir. And so everybody did a man-on-man until they came up to the guy who won, and his name was Steve Burrows. And he is a flight instructor. He's a civilian, but he works for the Air Force. They're at Laughlin. So then once he was the number one student, in order to get the winner patch, he had to beat me in man-on-man at the Viceroy. And he did. There was 5 shooting stations, and he shot the 5th one while I was on my way to the 5th one from the 4th one. And I'm going to make a million excuses, but he did great. And so he got a winner's patch that is a little different than all the others' winner patches, because he got that one by beating me one-on-one at a master class. So that will be a thing from now on at master classes. There will be one winner's patch just for the Viceroy, and the student winner will have to beat the instructor in order to get it. Scott, I may have mantises available at Fish. If I know you want one, I will make sure that I have one new in the box. Like I think I have 4 in the box right now in my office. That if somebody buys it, I just ship it out and then I replace it. Plus some used ones that I lent out. The idea is at the next Fish class, which will be the one in Ohio, any new ones I have will go into the loaner pool, and then there'll be used ones. So because what's been happening is, like, when somebody orders one, I'll give them one of mine. I'll box it up and ship it. It's still in the box. I haven't opened it. And then I'll order 2, one to replace it and one to add to the loaner pool. But I haven't opened some of those loaner ones yet because I haven't needed to loan them out. But at the next Fish class, anything that isn't opened will get put in the loaner pool. But if you tell me ahead of time you want one, I will make sure that there is one there. So there's that. In fact, because you're coming to class, there's a discount. So get with me, not here, and I'll tell you how much the discount is and how we'll square away taking care of that. And you can just do cash there, or you can order it ahead of time if you want, but don't do it until you know what the discount deal is. Zach, hello, sir. My trip to the NRA show going out to Indianapolis, I was just at Zach's house on the way to Texas. And then I'm going back out to Indy in a couple of weeks. And I'm coming home and then going right back out to Indiana again to go to Zach's wedding. But I get to hang out with some of my friends. Mike Fiore is coming, and Paul Barlow is coming, along with all the wives. And I think we just organized today getting an Airbnb for the 3 couples. So it'll be a good time on top of whoever else is coming to the wedding. It should be a good deal. Oh, Becky, no problem. You know how to get in touch with me, and if you want to get one for Gabe, we'll figure it out. Oh, that might be the viceroy right now, because he always likes to text me while I'm doing a live stream. I'm just going to mute the phone. There we go. All right. Muted. So let's see. Anything else happened while we were gone? You all will be glad to know somewhat that I have spent some time working on the rifle or the carbine handout. So that may actually get done sometime rather shortly. And I need to go to, we're going to give away this backpack behind me, right? That's a thing going to happen today. I think so. Y'all want to do that? We can. I did not, I'm going to open it. I think everything's set up so we could just do the giveaway. So I can open a couple of windows with lists and numbers, and that was not, that's what I want to click. And we will maybe get this. Maybe not. If I can't get anything to open. There we go. All right. Perfect. Soon we will have this thing running. See, Becky needs a backpack. It's going to go to somebody. That list is not complete. Is there a way? Why won't it? All right. Let me come back here. And do we still have? Good. My moderator is here. Miss Moderator, I'm going to need you to open some type of window on your computer to get me a random number generator. And then let me know when you're ready, and I'll give you the things, from 1 to the number, and you can put those in, hit thing, the doer, and then tell me who it is that wins or which number it is, and I will look on the list and find out who it was. And there are people on the mailing list that are ineligible to win the backpack because there are folks on the emailing list that there are 2 that work for Grey Ghost Gear. They can't win it. And 1 that works for me, and they can't win it. Hal Jen might be on there too. Obviously, she can't win it. So it'll have to be, a little, if it's the wrong person, or someone ineligible will. Scott, I don't know. Are you not on the list? Let me go see. Do a search. Yeah. I got your email listed right there. So you must be on the email list. All right. That's an interesting. All right. Yep. All on them. It's a mailing list and patrons. It's a joint list of peoples. But it just hit me. There may be industry people on the mailing list. When I exported it, I remember seeing people from some other companies too. If it's a dude that owns a firearms business, he doesn't get to win it either. Just because that just seems Not okay. Okay, Crystal has the generator ready. So I need a number between 1 and 2,527. In case you guys were wondering, Red Bull brought the strawberry apricot out as a permanent flavor. All right. 2,527. 697. All right, let me go scroll over to 697. Will be Bradley Richmond from Ashland, Virginia. Bradley Richmond. I do believe Brad is the main cat at the Virginia Training Group. So, Brad, if you are watching, you could pipe up and say something. If you are not, it's okay. I will send you an email shortly letting you know that you won and asking you for a mailing address. Wait, it's got to be 10 minutes? Jeff Ray, hello, sir. All right, so Brad Richmond, that's who from Virginia gets the Griff pack. Sorry, everybody else, but you know what's awesome? This was our first, we're doing this new for 2023, I guess. That was our quarter one giveaway because the quarter ends up Friday. So the last live chat of quarter two, we're giving away something else. I don't know what. And we may stick to the mailing list, patrons, because if you've ever purchased a product from me, it puts you on the mailing list automatically, I think, or it gives you the option to add in. So I would say if you bought a class, that would get you in, but if you did, you're already in. You don't have to buy a class, obviously, to get in. Although this time I did, everybody that bought a class in quarter one got extra entries, but Brad did not, and he still won. Hopefully, I'll get something really cool to do a video on, and we'll give that away at the end of quarter two. Wow, can, rifle, or XL. Everybody wants that SOE bag. It's a pretty nice bag, I got to admit. I've seen it live in person. So yeah, I want to see what I'm looking around the room here, the studio room. There is an XL here and a couple of UTM guns, an airsoft gun, and a CERT gun. Oh, there's a couple of rifles. We're not giving any of those away. I mean, if somebody wants to send a rifle to give away, maybe that will do, but it's not on the agenda. Yeah, and I wish I had made a list because I know there's going to be something I wanted to mention, but it's just been hectic. I just got a couple sheets of Tegris. I'm going to have some projects in mind to make some Tegris stuff because I have a laser engraver that will cut Tegris, so that'd be pretty cool. I can't give Bob away. Bob was given to me. Will, that's awesome. And not only are you, am I think it's great that you're getting into an XL this weekend. My good friend Jim, who is the host in Del Rio, ordered a macro tac ops from SIG. And then I stopped at Tim Morris's house and spent the night there on Monday night. And Tuesday morning, Tim decided he too is getting a macro. So that's two more people that we're welcoming into the macro slash 365 cult. Oh yeah, Bob was super heavy. When Justin gave him to me, his base was full of sand, and I needed him to get to the third floor into this room and still be able to take him and go use him at classes where we do some stuff with pistols and sim guns in the Bob. And so we dumped all the sand out so that I could fill him with water. It's empty at the moment, but I fill him with water for taking him to class. And then I can pour him out before I try to take him home. And he was heavy to empty. We struggled. Yes, I do feel like I need some shot. So for those of you that know Tim, I did not realize this. It is with great sadness in my heart that I have to tell you that Tim's dog Cree passed away in January. I don't think he like made a big to do about it, but like I went there and I was like, "Where's the bucket head?" And then he told me, and I was like, "Oh, it's terrible. I like Cree better than I like Tim." Will, before you order a standard 365 grip, message me tomorrow, like Thursday, in some manner, preferably Signal. But if you don't have Signal, in some other manner, and remind me, and I will take one of my spare 365 frames, the short ones. You remind me, and I'll go find one. I have 3 here, and I'll put it in a box and just send it to you, and it'll save you like $50. To me, the 365 frame, the regular one, is it's ideal for like an ankle gun. Maybe if you were going to do a pocket carry, I don't know if I'd carry a 365 in my pocket, but if I did, it'd be with a 10 rounder. Or if you actually give a shit about New Jersey and you wanted to do like a compliant magazine, a 10 round mag, maybe then you'd put the 10 round frame so you could just use the stock magazine. But I know they make XL mags that only hold 10 for New Jersey. So I would probably just do that if I cared. But ankle is where I would use the short one. In fact, Crystal says she uses the XL. I think one of the non-XL frames I have here is hers. For some reason, it hits me that I changed a frame out for her. I did it for somebody, and I still have that frame. So if it is hers, I might be giving you her grip. Yes, Will, please re-download Signal for the love of all that is holy. All right. Phone's been blown up. Jesus. Oh, the package from XS on the way. That's always a good time. All right, what else is going on? Oh, I should have a pile of holsters next week for folks that ordered some. And I think that's all the updates. I didn't have a live chat for like 2 weeks, guys. I apologize. But when I was on the road, I got to Zach's place late, and I could have done a like way too late live chat with just the cell phone. And then the following Wednesday at Del Rio, where I was at, I did not have a good internet connection via Wi-Fi or 5G, 4G, LTE, 3G, 1X. So I'd had to drive somewhere else to get some good signal and then still do it in a cell phone. So I wasn't doing it. So I'm trying to think if there's anything like in the last 2 weeks that I would have mentioned, but Like I said, I didn't make a list, so whoops. Crystal, he did not yet get me the tool. Although, because I care, I have a shield tool here. It only does shields. So for that other task for you, I just need the shield and I can swap sites out for you. So we can get you hooked up. I just need the gun. I know you live so far away. It'd be difficult for me to get it. All right. So if you got some free time, I can either swing down and get it, like I'll walk down, or if you want to stop by and drop it off, that would be fine. I really hope that you don't say, I already gave it to you, in which case then I'm not going to lie, I don't know where it is. Oh, look at that. Speaking of Justin, the fellow who hooked me up with Bob, Mike borrowed the tool so that he could put sights on for Justin and got it squared away weeks ago and hasn't given me the tool back yet. I know Mike is not watching, but he is currently texting a group message that I'm in with him. And but so it's all right to talk shit about him. Yeah, the cartel was jamming the signal because I had the head of the cartel in class and they were trying to keep him from being like triangulated by the federales or the DEA. Yeah, you guys heard it right. The Zeta, the local Zeta boss was in class. He runs that town. It's amazing. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want a hit put out on me. If the FBI is listening, it's really just a joke. So calm the fuck down. All right. So what do you guys got? I don't think anyone even asked questions over on the Facebooks, but I also was so slow getting everything set up today. I didn't go check. Whoops. Posted in giving away, and yep, no questions were asked. Perfect. Yes, Javier, I did see the Nashville video. What's interesting is, so on the other social medias that I was going through, like Instagram and that kind of shit, everybody kept saying, if your favorite instructor doesn't offer a scope carbine class today, he will by tomorrow. And it's interesting that would be the thought. And, you know, the price of LPVOs is going to go up and they'll start selling like hotcakes. Blah, 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 blah. The shot was like 9 yards. The LPVO helped him not in the least bit. Like it did. It probably was not as good as a red dot in the situation that shot was made. But the internet is right. People will flock to them tomorrow like they're going out of style. Question, is the macro grip longer than a 2.19? Well, I can't show you because the only M&P that's up here is a 1.0, not a 2.19. But if I had to venture a guess, because there's the macro grip, I'm going to call them the same, but more bullets in the macro. But my 2.19 is in my office, not in the studio here. And only the cert, I have a cert gun over there, but nothing 2.19 sized. Oh, you know what I should do? I should go on the social medias and link my article about low power variable optics. It's years old. Like I wrote it years ago, but it's probably a trending topic right now, and maybe I get some traffic. That's how that works, right? All right. What did I miss? Someone's question. El Padrino. Is that what he's supposed? Was that the Papa or something? I don't know. I was calling him El Jefe, but I guess that means like the cow. And it's the Sicario. Yeah, he had his bodyguard with him. So yeah, I watched the Nashville video, and like dudes did good. Like it looked pretty good. The first time I watched it was on like a Twitter, and then a couple Instagram links like on my phone, and they're hard to like frame by frame. And so I went and found one on YouTube, and somebody had fucking hacked part of it up, and it was hard to see things that I wanted to see. So I want to find some footage that I can set in front of a computer and use my mouse and kind of drag it frame by frame and look at things, because you know, as it's going, and you've got a like first person view is hard to see a lot of shit happening. I just want to look at more of it and study it a little more, and more about what the tactics the cops used up until that shot. The spot where they were like, bring up the LPVO. And I'm like, you're inside a fucking office. You probably don't need that, but definitely bring up the dude with the rifle. It looked like the other dude with the rifle was running irons. And then there was a shotgun that, you know, irons probably fine on that too. I don't see like the red dot theme on shotguns moving as quickly as it is on pistols. Although the other officer with the Glock had a RMR on his gun, I noticed. Take it easy, Scott. So it was interesting to watch what was going on, and I missed most of what when it was happening, because I was just I drove from Del Rio to Camden, which was 16 hours, and then Camden to home, which because of traffic and detours and shit was also 16 hours. So 2 days in a row, I was cut off from civilization and didn't know what was happening. So I missed a lot of it. I think it's awesome, Max, that the videos, yes, I assume those videos will be used forever for instructional purposes, but that they were released this quick. This, like, already we get to look at it, and I like it. Reed, always good to hear from you. Yeah, it's kind of what we were talking about a little bit, and it started with low power variable optics, and then just evolved right into the Nashville videos, which I haven't had a good chance to look at a lot, but I assume there's a bunch of social media instructor types that have full blown, AARs out there. I just was too busy with the teaching to catch up on it fast enough, I guess. But I will tear it apart some, in my, frame by frame, and see what lessons I can pull from it too. Yeah, the fact that it was in Nashville, I think, plays a lot in it. That it's the Tennessee way to say we got good guys doing good stuff, and we're not going to hide it. It also helped that the good guys did good work. I got some extra information about Uvalde while I was in Texas. There was a lot of officers there, and some of them made information available, and there's more coming out of that also isn't, like, I can understand why they're not releasing footage. Sup box. Are you talking to Mark? Is he here? Oh, he is. Hello, Mark. We're talking about you. Came up with an idea while we're sitting here live chatting. Maybe, just maybe, since your run and gun is the weekend after I'm in Paducah, if I could finagle it, maybe I'll be there for it. And maybe donate something for the prize table myself. Maybe. I'll chat with you about it. Obviously not on this. But I was so late once I got back to the house and made dinner, wife got home, and then I was late actually setting up the cameras and stuff. So I didn't have a chance to get back to you. But the ideas were brewing in my head. And I'll get you some other sponsor folks information that you can name drop me to when you reach out to them. You missed that part. We were talking about you earlier. So, where are we at? Man, 7:53. I don't even think I was at, or my laptop is still on Central Time. How about that? Yeah. As you mentioned that, Max, I'm sure you're right. Because I doubt they were in a hallway. So there was already a potential for a long distance. I doubt in that school that all those responding officers knew, like, hey, around that corner, it's just a little room, not knowing, hey, it might be another, 40-yard shot. So, calling the guy with the magnification. But it was like I did rewind the part, watching him press the trigger, and was like, oh, look at that. Like, he doesn't even have a good trigger press, which is okay because people get a little hemmed up on how you have to press the trigger. And he was just like, kapow, kapow, and made fine shots. And, we talk about that in day 3 pistol a lot about what type of trigger press you actually need. And it's probably not the one that you've read about. Colt got pulled over in Uvalde on the way home. Jeez, when I went through Uvalde, I remember seeing a cop. That would have been about 6:30 in the morning on Monday. And I remember thinking, loser. But let's be honest. I say that about most cops that I see, and only because it's fun to poke at them, except for the ones currently in the chat, of course. So I know over on the Legio Tremis page, Javier shared one of the videos with the chest cam, body cams on it. I think that's probably a fine spot for me to post when I go back through and look at it. And if anyone wants to keep the conversation about it alive over there, I think it'd be a good spot. I know there's going to be a talk about it all over the internet, so you don't have to. You're right, Reed. I probably poke fun at the cops in this chat more than the ones not in the chat. And there are multiples in here. Oh yeah, none of the things, Max, from Uvalde, I think, will do anything but piss you off. There's like every bit of information that comes out sounds worse and worse. Although the fellas that finally went into the room, the Bortac guys, the Bortac guys and I have a number of mutual friends who have made information available, and I don't know what will come out when, but those guys did fine, but it just took 8 years for them to get there. That's awesome, Crystal. All right. I know it's been weeks, but like I said, I don't have a list. Oh, speaking of the devil, Mike finally shows up. Hello, sir. Oh, speaking of sirs, Let me think. I am doing some scouting in the next few days for a potential hosting pre-electus training up here in Pennsylvania. The service made me think of that. He needs some specifics for the class he wants to run. So I may have access to it. I am going to be doing a walkthrough to find out if I do. And if so, we'll get that working. What else? I think in that group of people in my old running, I have information I just can't share yet with the people I used to work with. Yep, now we will restart. Mike, I'll have you know that your link, bulletin.net, has been popping up every like 7 minutes in the chat from the last time you were on here. I just left it because I care. All right. So, yeah, not a whole lot more to. Oh, look, Mike, there it is. We'll do another one of these live chats next Wednesday. I promise to be a little more organized this time. Maybe next time I'll make a number generator. I'll have the number generator brought up on my own and not have to task Crystal with doing it for me. But that we probably won't need that for another 3 months once we figure out what we're giving away. So just remember, Scott Wexler, if you're out there, get in touch with me about a Manus. Becky, if you're listening, you get in touch with me about one. Mark, get in touch with me about your run and gun thing. Tomorrow would be great if we did all those. And somebody else, Will, if you're looking for the short grip tomorrow, shoot me a message. Yeah. You know what's awesome, Colt? If I ever looked at you in a car and you were said, I come back from a training class, not once would I have said, oh, he's a cop. Mike, that is incorrect. There are no slots open for a dynamic carbine, but there are slots open for day 0 carbine this Sunday. So if anybody wants an introductory carbine class, the only one on the schedule so far for 2023 is this Sunday, although I will be down with the host at that class and we'll talk to him about getting another day 0 weekend scheduled later, maybe in the summer. But anywho, I'm at the hour. I'm ready to punch out of here. I'm tired. And if you're looking to do day 0, there are a couple spots open. It's half full. Day 0 pistol is packed full. So you're late, but you're here. Well, yes, you're right. You're late, you're here, and we're all about to leave. Again, I can't even give you a rundown of all the stuff that I talked about because I didn't make a list. Just if you're looking for a radio pouch, Why Am I Tactical is the people I'm recommending. And when a live chat's over, rewind it if you want to hear about how Texas went, I guess. And I will see you all next Wednesday with a little more organization for the live chat. And Bob will not be wearing a backpack because it'll be gone on its way to Brad Richmond. All right, folks, you take it easy out there. I'll